Ek klim vir 'n treinrit wat my glo my lewe gaan weerspieël. Klomp stasies op my pad. Sommige mooier as ander, maar elk uniek. En dan die moerkoffie, die lewe se vernis, rond, vol, geurig en vol smaak, ryk en lekker. Drink hom slukkie vir slukkie, geniet hom. Laat hy oor die tong rol, want by jou stasie is die rit verby. Die rit weet te flits van die geheue.
Jy's my jou vriend, hoe lyk dinge daar by jou? Ai, lieflike dag vandag hier in Dabaai. Ja, dis dinsdagmiddag, kan jy het oor vertel, daar's niks so lekker op 'n dinsdagmiddag, nou jy van die werk afgekom het, net om te kom sit en jou kop so bietjie skoon te maak en so nie. En weer eens, hierdie ene gaan in my dagboek in, my digitale dagboek. En jy weet, ek kyk so na politieke gebeure en goed is. Ons in Suid-Afrika is eintlik baie bevoorreg om sulke kleurvolle karakters in ons politiek te hê. En dat dra hulle nog rooi ook. En ek praat van niemand anders nie as the son of the soil, wat ek meen. Yes, wat kan jy van die ou sê? Hy het so 'n lang politieke loopbaan, hy het as 'n jong man begin as 'n kryger iewers in die strate. Hy was eens op 'n tyd die jeugleier van die ANC Youth League. Toe sy uitgeskop by die ANC het, hy sy eie party begin, die EFF, die Economic Freedom Fighters. En moet ons altyd fighting in die ding wees, wat ek meen, hulle is revolutionaries, okay, amper soos ou Fidel Castro en daai lotte. En daar's altyd 'n fight om te fight. En dit lyk vir my die fights raak nooit op nie. En ja, Julius Malema, wat ek meen, wat is nie al oor hom gesê en bespiegel, wat ons enigsins meer hoef te wonder nie. Maar hierdie week natuurlijk het hy weer daar by die House of Revolution, hulle hoofkantore, het hy 'n perskonferensie gehad. En nou vat hy die Matlanga kommissie aan hierdie slag. Kyk, hy gaan nie klein nie. Hoe sê hulle altyd, ja, as jy die vlakwater wil speel, jy weet, go for it. Otherwise, stay home. Nou, hy is nie een van die ouens wat by die huis bly nie. Hy het sy mond uit te spoel oor alles. En wat? Maar, net om weer so 'n bietjie agtergrond te gee, indien jy hom nou nog nie so goed ken nie, of hom nie wil ken nie, maak die saakie. Ek het hierdie oomblikke in die parlement destyds van hom geniet. Ek vir so 'n klein collage, 'n video collage, sommer net om te wys wie is hy en hoe arrogant is hy. En moenie verbaas wees, wat ek meen, as jy sien, partykeere is hy baie dik nie, en ander kere is hy bietjie dunner nie. Al was al bespiegel nie, man het een of ander dodelike siekte onderlede. Maar ek dink dis twak. Julius gaan partykeer nie gym toe en ons weet hier daarvan nie.
I'm not scared of nothing.
Honorable Malema,
I'm not scared of
Honorable Malema, I'm not scared of you.
nothing.
On the point of order, Chair.
Because you cannot just come and announce that this is what is going to happen in a democratic parliament. So please put that proposal on the table and then let's discuss it. And if they need a right, you can't say because there is a rule here. We work according to the rules.
Malema, do you understand the abuse of women? Would you accept when I say to you, you add a surname to a woman which does not belong to that woman? Are you aware that Tutumieni is a married woman with a surname Malema Mpoko?
Honorable Malema?
You are blowing a hot air, just exposing your incapacity to understand the women issues. You want to pretend like you are a feminist when you are not. You are self-serving. It's all about you. So stop using your self-serving ambition and interest for power and masquerading as a feminist because you are not.
We cannot allow Honorable Malema to disrespect the House and waste the time of the House. Honorable Malema agreed to take the question. He must respond to the question. And Chair, Honorable Malema, if you can just indicate whether you're answering the question or not, so that we can proceed.
I never said I won't answer the question. So I'm reading my speech. No one is going to tell me what to do at what time. I'm in charge. That's why these fools are running around here. I'm in charge.
On a point of order, Chair.
Order, Chairperson.
Point of order, Chairperson.
Order, Chairperson.
I've got the ruling party by
Chairperson.
straight up.
Order.
Chairperson.
I'm asking you to withdraw the remark that has been made about the President.
Okay. Let me explain this thing maybe different.
Wrong.
No, you don't want the truth. You don't want the truth. That's the problem. Now, I've said, and I'm prepared to withdraw.
Withdraw.
But I said, in answering your question, 1, I don't beat up my wife. 2, my lawyers have written a letter to Honorable Mamabolo because he repeated it outside. Why is that important? It's important because if you have nothing to hide, you must take it to court, Mr. Malema. So I've taken it. He must pay me 1 million, or else I'm taking him to court. He has received a letter to show that I'm not hiding anything about abusing my wife. Can the president answer the question? Did he beat his late wife? That's a question we must answer.
Honorable Malema.
Because I've been asked the same question in this house about
Honorable
my wife.
Malema.
The president has got a history
Honorable
of beating
Malema.
up his wife,
Order.
the late wife,
Order.
and
But
I'm
order,
following in the same steps
Point of
you
order.
have been following.
Can we have order?
You came
On a
here
point
to
of order,
start
Chairperson.
personal
Order.
battles
Chairperson.
with
Order.
them. I'm not
On a
scared of nothing.
Honorable Malema.
I'm not
Can you
scared
ask
of
speak to
Honorable Malema.
nothing.
On a point of
Really.
order, Chair. But can we have order?
Honorable Malema.
Chair, on a point of order.
Can I ask you?
Sien jy nou, daar lê die ding, o alla, daar lê die ding, o alla, daar lê die ding. Kyk, en die man is nog 'n sanger ook. Sy mees gunsteling sang gaan oor om mense dood te maak, maar hulle sê dit is net simbolies. Daar is absoluut niks agter dit nie. Laat hulle net lekker warm voel op die koue dae en dalk koud voel op die koue dae. Maar dit is Julius Malema. Ek weet nie presies hoe oud hy is die cello, maar ja, dit is hy. Hy is in die parlement. Hy is op internasionale verhoor al gewees. Cambridge het hom al genooi 'n paar maal, maar nie hierdie jaar nie. Hierdie jaar kon hy blykbaar nie 'n visa kry nie. Ek wonder hoekom. Maar baie platforms gee hom genoeg ligtyd om al hierdie goed te praat en so meer. En dis amper asof hulle dit geniet om met hom te praat. Hy's hoogs vermaaklik, maar 'n ou moet hom ook nie te ligtelik opneem nie. Nou hierdie week het hy of was dit verlede week? Iewers, ja, ek dink hier in laat Julie verlede maand. Wat is dit vandag? Ja, die 4de Augustus. Het hy die Matlanga Kommissie aangevat, wat sien, sy naam word nou by die Matlanga Kommissie genoem deur sekere van die mense wat daar getuig word. En hy het al uitgespring op sy eie, ek dink nie enigiemand het hom daaroor gevra nie, en blykbaar van Matlanga briefie gestuur, of 'n mail, of wat ook al, om te sê dat, luister, wie is my antwoorde op moontlike vrae? So vra my. Question my man, vra vir my, waaroor, jy weet, jy enigiets wil weet. Maar nou wat ironies is, Julius het dien ook mos op hierdie paneel, hoe hy daar gekom het, wie die vader alleen, wie het gesê, hy moet ook al gaan sit en wanneer daar judges, regters gekies word, moet hy hulle ook so 'n bietjie hoe sê hulle altyd die Amerikaners, let's roast them a little bit. Hy kan hulle ook so 'n bietjie rooster. Jy weet. En hierdie enetjie gou net van so 'n paar jaar terug. En jy weet, dis altyd my maat mos altyd gesê, moenie sê fonteintjie van jou sal ek nooit weer drink nie. Okay. Moenie sê, ek gaan vandag op hierdie ou se kop trap. Maar daar's 'n moontlikheid dat hy dalk vorentoe op my kop kan trap nie.
Justice Madlanga, as you speak about learning these administrative components that you may not be aware of, I put another 6 months to 1 year of you learning that into these 3 years. And then I put another 3 to 6 months of you learning in the outside world how the budget works. And you are left now with 1 year, 6 months before you do the actual thing, just learning. Because if you ask us, politicians, when you assume office, the most difficult thing, she's there, she's a speaker. She is not old in that position. For sure, she's still grappling with a lot of small detail. Some she even gets shocked, oh, he's done this way or that way. By the time she becomes well equipped as a speaker, it's 2024, we're going to elections. Because to learn administration must never be confused to be meaning some simple thing, or you are just going to arrive at an office where you are going to be welcomed with both hands. You are going to have to learn these people and do all manner of things, which I thought Justice Madlanga would have done some small research, even if you are a junior, not junior, I don't want to call you such things. What judge, not in the office of Chief Justice, but an ordinary judge.
Yes.
But preparing for this type...
It's not puny, not at the level of
Yes.
the Constitutional Court.
Yeah, so
sorry, Commissioner Malema.
as an ordinary judge,
Yes.
who's now preparing to go into that office, you would have said to us, apart from this that is described in the Constitution and the norms and standards and all of that, these are the issues administratively we're going to have to deal with. And on matters of budget, you would have also looked at what happened to the previous Chief Justice and what are the issues that you want to take up immediately when you take over. Because we don't want to hear of a scandal of corruption coming out of the office of the Chief Justice, because our Chief Justice doesn't know how the budget in that office operates. In that 6 months when you are still trying to learn, you know these people of South Africa. Already they've approved the IT tender. It's gone and it's not done properly. So, because I'm going to raise these points when we retreat on Saturday, that I'm worried about these issues, that you are going to be this good judge and get destroyed by this small detail that you have not given yourself sufficient time to acclimatize yourself with or have an idea of how you're going to deal with it, because it's very big. It might be small, but it's a very big operation which makes that office run on a daily basis.
On the first issue about the possibility of a long time being taken, finding out what happens in other jurisdictions with regard to the budget, I would say that the time cannot be long at all. I mean, if appointed, I will have ready access to Chief Justices in other countries, pick up the phone and just ask the question, pick up the phone, talk to another Chief Justice. Within a few days, you have the information readily at hand. For example, I said earlier that we found what the situation...
They are used by politicians to buy themselves time so that they can lull society and not be held accountable. Because I'm trying to think of any successful commission of inquiry since 1994. I can't think of any. Successful in a sense that when it concluded its work and made recommendations, there was serious follow-up and action was taken. There's no such. And as a result, a lot of money gets to be used in those commissions of inquiry. And lawyers just line up their pockets
and make money out of the taxpayer, but we don't see results of those commissions of inquiry. I mean, I'm asking this because you were in the Marikana Commission. There was a commission on arms deal. I don't know what is happening, where. So I'm trying to think, are these things really relevant for? I know they have a space in terms of the Constitution of the Republic and all of that, but have they really added value in our democratic society, or they were just used to buy time so politicians can lull society and lawyers make money out of it?
You see,
I know Mr. Mpofu and them won't agree with the money part.
Commissioner Malema, for reasons based on what you prefaced the question with and also what you ended the question with, may I ask, please, not to answer the question, because you say so many ways, politicians do this, and you will remember that I repeatedly said here that we as judges should avoid engaging in political controversy. May I please ask to...
The son of the soil, destyds so 'n paar jaar terug, vir Judge Matlanga, die ene wat nou die Matlanga Kommissie dryf, so 'n bietjie geondervra rondom sy bekommernisse oor kommissies van ondersoek en ja, 'n soort van die Supreme Judge in die Suid-Afrikaanse Hooggeregshof. Nou gewoonlik, hierdie judges word aangestel fisies, al word geteken deur die president van die land. So die president van die land hoor van mense soos Julius Malema. Moet ons dit aanstel of moet ons hom nie aanstel as die hoofregter in Suid-Afrika nie? Wat 'n proses. Jy kan nie jou oë opslaan nie na die berge en wonder why. Maar anyway, dit was Julius Malema daai tyd. En nou gaan hy hierdie week en hy val hierdie man wat hy gerouste daai tyd sy kommissie aan en hy bevraagteken. Jy sê so klein uitsetseltjie van wat hy gesê het. Hy bevraagteken dit en hy sê mense moet nie die kommissie te ernstig opneem nie.
As those reports do not belong to the President of the Republic, but belong to the people of South Africa. To handle preliminary findings and reports with secrecy undermines the constitutional principle of transparency and risks selective and politically motivated conduct as it relates to prosecutions and arrests related to the work of the Commission. The EFF calls on all South Africans to resist the urge to succumb to juvenile and politically motivated insinuations drawn from the work of the Commission, which are not rooted in any evidence or fact.
Daar het jy dit, Julius Malema op sy beste, tydens 'n perskonferensie daar by die House of Revolution and Liberation. So, maar toe was al hierdie ou gewees, ek weet nie eintlik wat sy naam is nie, maar baie skerp, en hy die volgende, so 'n paar grepe uit wat hy te sê gehad het op, sosiale media, advies, en wat hy vir Julius gee, en ook onder andere, so 'n soort van, okay, stop by lorry man, jy is nie altyd reg nie.
Dear Julius Malema, I come in peace, humble, and contrite. I was listening to your latest press conference where you were rambling on incoherently about likening the disgraced Andrea Johnson with Mama Winnie Mandela and of course the Madlanga Commission. And I just want to tell you this, my brother. You say you are not scared. Yet you've already written the speech for how you will behave long before you've even been summoned, long before you've even sat in the chair. That's not confidence, my brother. That's rehearsal. And rehearsal is what people do when they are scared. When they are preparing for a fight, they are not sure they will win. Nobody at that commission has treated a single witness like a child. Justice Madlanga and all commissioners and evidence leaders have put the same hard, direct questions to senior advocates, generals, and heads of directorates. Why? Because that is literally their job to do. If your name keeps coming up, that's not persecution, Julius. That's relevance. And relevance isn't something you get to opt out of by warning everyone in advance not to speak to you a certain way. Let's be clear about something else too, Julius. Justice Madlanga and his team do not respond to threats. And they are not about to start because you raised your voice at a press conference. You will not be allowed to walk into that commission and throw tantrums, talk down to commissioners, or treat cross-examination as an insult to your status like you always do. That room does not run on your terms. If you truly have nothing to hide, walk in, answer plainly, and let the transcript speak for you. Save the warnings and the conditions for people who actually have something to fear from the truth. Except yo, stick 8, yo bangbroek, papa wag vir jou, daar by die Madlanga Commission.
Hierdie ou Slewer, dit wat hy sien, is wat ek ook sien, baie van dit. Julius, as jy bang is, drink 'n chillpil, man. En raak net mens, kom af aarde toe. En doen goeie werk. Die EFF het al goeie werk gedoen, ek is van die mening dat as hulle nie destyds teen Jacob Zuma opgestaan het nie, met die Nkandla en al daai tipe van goed, die state capture, die ou was dalk nou nog daar. Sien jou Saterdag op die trein, 8 tot 10, net hier op Radio Suid-Afrika, Coastal Radio SA en Waal Stereo. En onthou, moenie vergeet nie, moerkoffie, altyd jou beste vriend, gedurende daai donker tye. Bye bye. Val hy nou.
Die Moerkoffie Express, Saterdag van 8 tot 10. Een ontbytprogram met 'n verskil. Aktueel, nostalgies, met dit sulkie moer. Alwyn met die omgekeerde W, Mouton. Net hier op Radio Suid-Afrika.